Well, hello tubers. How y'all doing? Well, this is the Kutztown show. Fall of 2025 is came and gone, and this is my Kutztown haul. This is everything that I bought. I didn't buy much. This is how I was telling you in my last video. This is how I did my picture. You know, I would set everything up, but it was raining. Stuff was stacked out, very unorganized. It was fly by the seat of my britches. In that video, I just started filming out of nowhere. Everything was thrown around and so on and so forth. So I didn't buy that much this year. I think I mentioned in my last video about there was a guy at the auction in the spring that outbidded me on everything that I wanted, and he was there, and he had a stack of radios, bought everything. You know, all I could buy was just the junk, you know, stuff that nobody else wants. I'll tell you what I bought at the auction versus what I bought at the show. Now these three record players, I bought them at the auction. I got them $10 a piece, 10, 10, 10. I probably could have got them for $5. Darren, the auctioneer, you know, he'll start out 20 and then nobody puts their hand in and it'll go down to 10. I put my hand up. I could have probably waited till it went to 5. I think one of these I did. I think maybe the Zenith went down to 5 and one guy went to 750 and then I went to 10 and I got it. So I think I did wait to this and go to 5. And that was the last one I think I won. But yeah, 10, 10, 10. And then I got that little RCA Victor for 5, clock radio. But it's cracked on the top. Didn't realize I bought it, but I could use the parts out of it. And then I bought the Zenith, the two Zeniths, the Alice in Wonderland 45 player, and the two Bendixes at the show. Now I got them both for $1 at the Bite and L table. They got a Bite and L table that you can that's part of the Delaware Club. And they made announcements on the loudspeaker that everything at the Bite table was $1. And people swarmed like flies. And I think I picked maybe this one up for $1. And then the guy run the table said, might as well get this one too. It was behind the box. So you can have them both, matching set. And so I gave him $2 for both of them. This is the Atwater Kent radio. I missed out on one a couple years ago at the auction, and it was a lot nicer. It was the same design, but it was like green, and it was beautiful, but it got up in the 30s on the price. I let it go. I wish I went and got it, you know, maybe went another $10, $15 and got it and brought it home. I regretted it at the time. It was the same auction that I bought the Philco Highboy that's in the hauls you've seen in my other haul video. But this actually started out at $90. It was up on the table with the lid off of it. Started out $90. And then later on the day it was $50, and then a little bit later it had $40 and had or best offer on it. So it was up on the table. So I leaned over it and I told him, I said, "You take 20 for it?" And he just done his hand like that, like, "Take it." So I handed him a 20 and brought my car around, loaded it up. So I got that for 20. The first thing that I bought was this Zenith clock radio. I gave 20 for it. I think the guy wanted 30, offered him 20, he took it. Only bad thing about it, there is a small hairline crack, I think right here. You might be able to see it. I didn't realize it until after I done got it home, or got it bought in the car. And then the second thing I bought was the Alice in Wonderland 45 player, which I've been hunting one for my wife. My wife's been hunting for one, and they're usually cracked or busted. I mean, there's no cracks in it. The decals are in decent shape. You know, it does have some spots on top and, you know, some nicks and stuff like that, but there's no cracks on it. The guy wanted 45 for it. I offered him 30. He took it. And that was the first thing the second thing I bought was $30. And so I thought that was a pretty good deal with no cracks in it, because it's salvageable the way it is right there. And then guy wanted 15 for this Zenith. It needs a lot of backs missing, the glass or plastic there is missing. He wanted 15, offered him 10, he took it. So yeah, there's what I got. You know, there's not much that I got there. You know, a little here, a little there. But you know that, whoop, wait a minute. The hell is that? What is that, you might be asking? Where'd you get all that from? Yeah. What's all this? Well, I got a story to tell you guys. This did not come from Kutztown. This came on my way to Kutztown. Yeah. And on my way back. Okay. So, I got a story to tell. Okay, I live in Jasper, Tennessee, which is about, a few miles west of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I go up to get to Kutztown. Kutztown is close to Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. I guess most of y'all know that, and maybe some of you don't. So, so I have to go up I-75 to Knoxville, and it turns into I-40, and then it turns into 81, and you stay 81 almost to Kutztown, then you get on 78. Okay, so I was on 81, and I just passed into the shows on Friday and Saturday, and I always do my driving on Thursday, go to the show on Friday, and then get up on Saturday morning and drive back. So, so I just crossed the Virginia border, and I was at the Virginia Welcome Center taking a break, kind of walking around from driving, and I kind of get on Marketplace and look around for just to see what's in the area, just see what's in the area, and kind of look around. And you had to set the location, for where I was at, and I got it set at like 250 miles, anywhere 250 miles. Well, like the very first ad or second or third ad, I search a lot of radios, record players and stuff. So the first ad, second, third ad was these suitcase record players. And there was 3 different pictures. I'll show them right now. 1, 2, 3 pictures. And it looks like they're in maybe 2 rooms, 3 rooms stacked up, saying $5 a piece. And I looked, this was in Roanoke, Virginia, which I was going to be passing through in about 2 hours from Virginia State Line, the Welcome Center there, about 2 hours. And so, and I thought, well, I could just stop by, see what they got, maybe grab up a couple, so on and so forth. I said, I can't get a lot because I got to save room in case, I buy a lot from Kutztown, or I want to save room for a couple of consoles, because I did rent a vehicle. I always rent like an SUV, and for about $250 and drive it up there and back. There's a rental place right down the road, and I got something that keep the mileage off our cars. It's a newer vehicle, you can keep it 80 something mile an hour, but I got plenty of room, in this thing. So I messaged the guy. I says, hey, you going to be around about 1:30ish, 1:30ish, I don't remember, because that's what time I was going to show on Google Maps at what time I was going to be in Roanoke. And he said somebody may already be there. I said, okay. And then he messaged me back, says, I was going to be there at 1 o'clock, and he said he wasn't going to be there to 1:30. And I got to Roanoke about 1 o'clock, so I decided to go eat lunch for 30 minutes, and then finally got there. But there was another guy there that was kind of watching it was a house, and when I first got there, and I thought this won't take long, and when I walked into the house, I was overwhelmed of what was there. I mean, they just took a couple of pictures. I took a bunch of pictures. I mean, there was record players. There was 4 floors in this house filled with record players, consoles, 45s, 33, reel-to-reel tape stuff. It was unbelievable. Okay. Now, the guy that I mentioned, he wasn't there. He was running late, and there's another guy there that was watching the place, I guess, for me to get there. And he just sat out on the porch while I ran through the place. And I'll pop up a few pictures here. So it was just unbelievable. I was in awe of what I saw. I mean, now they didn't have like rare Zenith Stratosphere consoles, nothing like that. These were just, a lot of these consoles were the small ones that's got the either just a record player, or they had one ORCA from the 1920s. I didn't get a picture of it. They had the horseshoe magnet on it. It was super nice. And I mean, it was just unbelievable. I mean, I was there for 2 hours digging through stuff, and everything here I bought for $5 a piece. Even though, you know, those two ain't suitcases. These two right here is not suitcases, but they just had pictures of the suitcases, and that was it. They didn't have, I mean, he had about 6 or 7 of these, every different model you can think of. And I bought, let me tell you what I bought on my way up. I bought this RCA, these two right here. These are both RCA 45 players. This is an actual RCA 45 player. I done that, picking it up. That was my fault. This has got an RCA mechanism in it. This has got an RCA mechanism in it. And then I bought these two right here. So I bought that, these two, and that right there for $5 a piece, for $25. And the guy finally showed up when I was setting stuff out there to buy. And I told him, I said, I got to save room. I told him what I was doing. I said, I got to save room. But I'll tell you what, if Kutztown is a bust, I don't buy much, I'll come back by here on Saturday and pick up a lot more. He goes, okay. He said, I'll be around. So pretty much everything else I bought on Saturday on my way back. And the car was filled up. And that was me including buying these 3 at the auction. So these were kind of impulse buys, all 3 of them. But, and I grabbed up, I seen the 8-track player when I went up on Thursday, and I just seen it, picked it up, looked at it, set it back down. So I should have grabbed that up, and I thought, I'll grab it up on my way back down. And I did, and I got it for $5. So, I mean, I'm super excited about all this. And obviously, I picked up that, this, that one, and then the 8-track player, all on. I think I bought 5 going up, and then I bought 10 coming back. So I bought 15 total. This is 15 items. And so he sold them for $5 a piece. Even though those are not suitcases, if he had about 7 or 8 of them, I'd have bought every one of them. But he just had 2 that I seen, and got both of them. And like I said, he had 7 or 8 of them, and that was the best shape one out of all of them. And it's got the legs. This sits on a table. That it has legs, and the legs are in it. So, yeah, I'm super excited. Okay, we're going to get set up here, and we're going to try some of this stuff out and plug it up and kind of go through here and see what works. Now, I don't know the story. The guy that was doing the sale, he was like an estate sale. So the guy who restored these and had these had died. The house was just in kind of shambles. You know, I heard this sale's been going on for 5 months. And like a lot of these record players were originally like $20 a piece. Had stickers on it, 20, everything's 20 stickers on it. But this sale's been going on for 5 months, and now it's kind of like, help clean it out. I mean, I could have probably pushed and got these for cheaper, but I didn't. Yeah, we'll try some of these out and plug them up. But now I didn't get the full story. So the guy died, and there was a lot more stuff in the house. They've sold some of it, and now they had like a 75% sale, and then now they're just trying to get rid of stuff. And I guess they didn't sold a lot of the suitcases and radios because people just don't really want them. They've sold a lot of other stuff. So now when I went back on Saturday on my way down, he wasn't there. He got another guy that lived down the road to watch the place and take the money from me of what I pick up. And he knew the guy. And he told me that all these record players were restored about 30 years ago by the guy and just put in storage. As soon as he got done restoring, he stacked them up in storage and left them. And I thought, I may come and look on a lot of these. Maybe a lot of these probably, you know, if the caps are from the 80s or 90s, you know, they're not them wax caps. Won't blow out with me. You know, maybe I could come and look. Maybe the motors need lubed up. Maybe the idler wheel's in good shape. The cartridges are in good shape. And kind of go from there. So, all right, we'll get set up here in a minute and bring the extension cord out here and try some of this stuff out. I mean, there's obviously stuff that I do not want to try. and I'll explain what I will try and what I won't try. I know people's like, oh, you need to recap it, you need to recap it. All it's gonna do is hum, you know. It ain't, you know, especially a lot of this stuff, it just got the amps in them, you know. There's no radios, no nothing, so, you know, I'm not worried about it. If it hums, it hums. If it ain't, you know, I ain't worried about it. All right, so let's get set up here, and we'll bring the extension cord out here and try all some of these out. Okay, let's try this record player out and this one right here. I'm not going to try it out the Zenith in the middle because the cord is tattered, so that's going to be a different day on that one, on the wood one. But let's try this one out, and let's try the web this Zenith out, this Zenith right here, and then this web core. Let's see here. Off. Now I'm just going to try for the motor to work. Okay, it cut off. It rejected and cut off. It's rejected. No hum. Cartridge is working. It's on 33, 45. Well, the outer wheel's in good shape. I ain't gonna try those speakers right there, but does it slow down? I just need a good cleaning. Okay. Let's try the flip cord over there. Just gonna do this in real time here instead of pausing stuff. The cord's in good shape on it. Oh, it's already running. Oh, the cartridge has been cut on it. Ooh, she got a loud hum to her. Motor running. Making a little rattle sound. I guarantee there's a little chunk missing out of the outer wheels. But yeah, the cartridge has been completely removed. Oh, there's the cartridge right here. Probably gonna need a lot of work done on it, and the cabin's not in the best shape. Okay. I'm not gonna plug up the Zenith, or this record player, because this is gonna be restored for my wife. That one's too junky to plug up. The cord's kind of tattered on that Atwater Kent, and I'm not gonna worry about those two Bentleys. So, but I will check out the Zenith clock radio here. Plug it up. Play the clock's working. Let's see here. Okay, the radio should be coming on. So it's FM and AM. Yeah, it's probably need a dial cord on, dial cord. Tube light up in it. Yeah, I mean, it's getting power because the clock's working. No, the tubes are not lighting up. So either there's a tube missing or a tube's bad. It's probably a All-American 5 series run tube filaments. So if one tube's bad, it kills the series on the tubes. So yeah, that's no big deal though. Clock's working now. The record player is not going to do anything anyways because it is missing the cartridge on it. See, so the cartridge has been removed. The screws are in there, so the cartridge has been removed off of it. So the cartridge has been robbed. Okay, let's obviously, like I said, I'm not gonna try that one because the cord's tattered on it and everything else. So let's get this out of the way and get the table set up and start putting the suitcases on here one at a time and trying them out and see whether I gained or lost. I gained on this one right here, I think, pretty good, because the motor was strong and it didn't have no hum to it. It just might need to be lubed up and cleaned up really good, and that might be a good unit right there. I mean, it's pretty nasty. Looks like it's been in the smokehouse, but so yeah. So I pretty much done pretty good on that one. So let's get all this cleaned up and get this table set up and start trying some of them out. All right, let's try out these two RCA record players. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just, as soon as I try it out, hit pause, remove this, put something else there, hit pause again instead of wasting time bringing them and sitting them there. All right. Okay. Motor's working. Projector worked. Idler wheel's not the best shape. Woo! Yep, that's not restored. Yeah, he's barely. Probably gonna have an idler wheel in that. All right. Try the other one. No motor working. Can't tell if the motor's running. I feel a vibration, so the motor may be running. That actually feels pretty strong. It just, maybe the motor was locked up and it just unfroze. Obviously it needs recap. Hear the hum. Not as bad as this one, but it. Started to reject, never finished the cycle. And that one's actually got a pretty strong, I'm putting some force on it. It's so idler wheels on these. Like I explained, the idler wheels on them are so expensive in that other video that I've done about these things. But for $5 a piece, you can't beat it. Finally set it down there. As a delay, this one I kind of did that. So yeah, both of them have to be recapped. That idler wheel may be salvageable on that one. Okay, here's the other two RCA. I mean, this is actually RCA brand. This is a Columbia brand, but it has a RCA mechanism in it. So, that one and this one. Let me get a little shot down in there. Let's plug both of them up and see what they do. Where it don't really have an on switch, it just rejects like the regular RCA players do. See the tubes, there's a grate right there and you can look down there, I don't even see the tubes lighting up. Oh, I didn't have it on. Oh, yeah, tubes are lighting up now. Motor's dead or froze, but it keeps wanting to reject. No sound. nothing. Tube's lit up in it though. Let's try this other one. Now here, I feel the motor running. Just like that when it wants to reject constantly. Oh. Yeah, cartridge is dead, a little bit of hum. So both of these ain't been restored. So, all right, on to the next one. Okay, here's two more. I'm gonna put the smaller ones together. Now, after these two, everything else is big, so I'll be doing them one at a time. Now, this is actually a, let's see, this is actually a wind-up right here. Really good shape on the inside. He had 30 on it and got it for 5. It's got one of those little modern needles in it, but this is actually a wind-up. So, let's plug it in here and try it out. See, you know, the spring is not broke. I'm cranking it now. I'm cranking the spring. Okay, good. Diaphragm sounds fine. These don't. These are more like toys than anything. So, pretty good. Uncrank it. Put it back in there. I'm just gonna let that wind because I don't like stuff like this. I don't like the springs to stay tight. I'd rather have them wound down. So I'll just let it spin. All right, let's try this one out. See, I bought this one because it has like a kind of a peach, pinkish color to it. Really neat looking. Let me raise y'all up just a little bit. I usually leave them open, both of them open. This one, it's got a speaker in here. The cord's not bad shape up until right here. You can see where he just added a cord on right there to the original cord instead of taking it out. And that's going up to the speaker. This is a VM too. VM brand. Trailmatic model 990. It looks like a 78 only, but it plays 45s and 33s. Yeah, I'm not gonna try that one now. That's gonna have to have a cord and all that replaced. I can't try that one out. What's funny is you put this down, this won't shut. You have to leave this up so this can go in this hole right here. So, okay. Can't try that one out. Cord needs cord on that one. On to the next one. All right, this is a Webcore High Fidelity. Really good shape. I guess I need to have it more like that so you can see the record player. All right. These are just amps, you know, it's not a big deal. They either hum or they won't. Okay, we're running. And it stopped. Oh, shut off. Okay. I think you push this. It's in 33, okay. All right. It's loud, but it's running. No hum. Cartridge is working. Oh, that's neat. So you put it over here and it shuts it off, and then the reject is pushing this down. Well, it runs through it on 78. Okay, that's super neat right there. You just put the needle on there. Okay, So this may be an easy fix. Just some work on there. Then have no hum to it. Cartridge sounded good. So this may be in one he had restored. You know, obviously got the. I think I got a receipt here. This is. Tubes. 2011. 45 spindle bad. Ship material. So this was in Roanoke, Virginia, Audio and Video Services. He bought a tube and something else I can't read. You know, date completed 6/4/11. So this has been worked on in 2011. So it just probably needs some lubrication on the mechanism. So on to the next. Okay, this is the Deca. This is actual suitcase. This is not. It's got a 45, or not a 45. It's got a 33 in it. I made sure when I bought these, every one of them had a 45 spindle in it. So plug this one up. I think most of these suitcase ones are going to be pretty much easy fixes. It's probably mainly the turntable stuff. Alright, on. Okay, we're running. We're in 33 mode. Sound. Ooh. Cartridge is in bad shape. Yeah. Obviously, the cartridge is going to probably have to be replaced. Not the cartridge, but the needle, stylus. That sounds pretty good. I guess I need to get that record out there and try the rest of them. Trying to check the rejector. All it needs is probably a new. Yeah, it keeps. Let's check this record out of here, and I'll use it to try it out of the rest of them. Yeah, but I'll use this because maybe I won't get no copyright on it. That's why I don't put a record in the record players. Alright, on to the next. Okay, this is I forgot what brand it is. It's built-in AM radio on it. Really good shape on the inside. It's got the almost same mechanism as the one before that had the record in it. AMC. So there was a lot of them that was in bad shape on the outside, but if you opened them up, they were mint on the inside because they've been. So it's almost got the same mechanism. Okay, there's the on switch. Usually, record player is dead. Oh, got a switch down here for radio and phono. Radio's kind of working. It just needs electrolytic, so this has not been restored for it to have a hum to it. You can hear the radio. See phono. Cartridge is dead. Motor is not running. shape. Right here, we need a lot of work. Full restoration of it. And maybe in the radio too. And yeah, that's not working either. That one right there. I have to have a full blown restoration done on it. All right. So that's the only kind of bust one for so far. All right, on to the next. Now this one's kind of super neat because of the green on it. BM wrecker mechanism. I mean, all these I opened up there, but I haven't opened them up since. Moving a little closer in there, you can see that one a lot better. Superman. Don't have a 45 rejector on it. Oh, she's trying. Yeah. Idler wheel may be all right. It may just need some lube in there. It's getting faster. Oh, there it goes. Let's put that record on there. I should have tried that on the early ones. I'm gonna try this out on the rest of the eject. Idler wheel maybe for it to cycle like that. Pretty good right there. It just probably needs a little cleanup and a little lube on it. Oh, that sounds pretty good. All right, on to the next. Okay, this is a silver tone. He had about 5 or 6 of these, and this one here seemed like it was the best shape in all of them. Okay. And got volume and tone right there on the sides. Okay. Feel like only one that didn't have the 45 adapter in it. Okay. Let's get this off there. So she's rolling. 78, 45. Try the record out here. Projector not working. $78, $45. Yeah, I don't like the 33. It stopped on 33. That's just. That's on 45. It don't. Yeah. Probably why it's working on 45 and 78. It's probably got a belt for the 33 and 16. That's on 45. Sounds pretty good, no hum. Alright. On to the next. All right, my wife loves this one because it's like a peach color, and this is probably one of the best shaped ones out of all of them. I think it's about one of my first picks because it is super mint on the inside. Super mint. And look how white that is. It's a Magnavox brand too. Cartridge. This is the got a cartridge with it. Clip. Clip for that. It rejected, but the turntable. When this has got the same mechanism. Well, this is a collar code mechanism, and it's got a different idler wheel for the. Nothing on the. It has no hum, but there's nothing on the cartridge. Since the clip's out, let's pull this out. Look at it. Oh, see what's going on with that one. Idler wheel's missing. Right here. Yeah, because see this runs the rejecting mechanism. Yep. Just an idler wheel right there. But it didn't make no sounds. So either the cartridge is dead, but it didn't hum though. So idler wheel missing on this one. If the amp's in really good shape and stuff, you know that, but this one's in really good shape. So okay, I've got 3 more to check out. Let's go. All right, this is the one. It's got legs with it. It's almost like original because it's got the original instructions with it, and the original when it was bought new. That was wrapped, I guess, around the turntable or the spindle or something. I was in there. Now here's the legs. Screw on the bottom. Lay them down here. Alright. This may be 100% original with all that stuff in there like that. Let's plug it up here. Okay, on. Motor's running, I can feel the vibration. Ooh. No hum. It may be in good shape on this one. Something going on with the motor. Okay. The motor is froze up. That's the vibration I'm feeling, is the motor humming, and it's rusty down in there. But the idler wheel looks good shape. It was missing the clip, that's why I was able to pull this right out. But the motor's froze up right there. So if I can get the motor unfroze, this may be a decent little unit. I'll have to fix that. That idler wheel hanging on the side, I have to have a screwdriver to push it back in there. I'll work on it in a minute. But yeah. So, and it should clean up pretty good right there. But all right, got 2 more left. The last record player. Now I'll try the 8-track player last. See what it does. Now this one's kind of beat up, but I love the design. It's a tabletop. It's not missing its leg. It's a tabletop. I love the design of it. It's opened up right here. All right. Over your head. So this one I don't even have to crooked the, because it's all opened up there. .33, neutral. Oop. Well, let me go to 45. Yeah, it's probably one of them that's got the belt on it. I'll probably have to lube it. Oh. No hum. Alright, forget the record. I doubt that. Let's see if the rejector works. Yeah, all I had to be lubed up, obviously. All these just need a lot of lubrication to it. Yep, all these just need lubrication, clean up and lubrication. So I think this is pretty successful. All right, let me go get the 8-track player and go find an 8-track and we'll try it out, and that'll be the last one of everything, and then I'll do my final thoughts on everything. All right, last but not least, and you know, I get my favorite one, because you remember that other one I done. I did a lot of work on it. It didn't work very well when I got it. Okay. Power cord in there. I think this is a non-battery model like the other one. Just a place there. Yeah, there's the battery spot right there. Okay. And it's got the umbilical cord. I doubt this thing works. I don't remember if they have a belt in them or not. Yeah, I think they do. If it does, it's probably shot. All right, let's try it. The only way to get it to work, you gotta put the I was dead on the door now. I wonder if it's a switch real bad. Yeah, it's not even. I can't even hear it, hear the motor running or nothing. Yeah, it's dead on the door now. Can't be much. These are, you know, I can understand if I heard the motor running and wasn't playing, you know, but it's dead. It's not even lighting up or anything. But it could be something simple. Oh, I had this plugged in wrong. This right here was plugged in backwards. And I looked at it real good because you could almost wait, look like somebody's forced it on there, but it's running now. I wonder if the belt's bad. I bet the belt's bad on it. hear the motor run this. Channel 1's light's working, channel 2's dim, channel 3, there it goes. Changing tracks. Yeah, I bet the belt's shot on it. You can probably just put a belt on it and fix it. It'd probably sound pretty good. Clean the switches on it. Alright guys, that's everything here. Let me do an ending statement here. That's where I was stacking everything after I was finished, so everything over there. I think I'm pretty successful so far. You know, this one's missing idler wheel. Those two haven't been restored. The 2 RCA hasn't been restored. This one right here hasn't been restored. That one needs a cord put on it. For the rest of these, like those two, you know, just lube the mechanism up. And I got to put a cord on that one over there. So, yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. Look at all this pile of stuff. What am I going to do with all of it? What am I going to do with all of it? I don't know. You know me. You just buy more than what you can do with. Well, alright guys. This has been a long video, but I thought I'd do things up right here and do it the right way on my haul and everything. Anybody wants to see anything else, just make in the comments and like, share, and subscribe. And I'll try to do, you know, individual videos on these. I mean, I just did, but I'm talking about if anybody's interested in, you know, some of this stuff, I'll do individual videos on it. So, all right, guys, it's been fun, and take care, and y'all have a good one. See you later.